Kansas City. Straight ahead, we've got a pretty good one on tap here, as it'll be the Cincinnati Bengals taking on the Kansas City Chiefs.
Harrison Butker to kick off for Kansas City.
Here's the kicker, Harrison Butker, ready to get this one started. And we are underway from Arrowhead. And they're going to have good starting field position. He's out of bounds, but not before he's across the 35.
7-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Throwing on the first play from scrimmage, here's Burrow. Open man downfield is Chase. He's got it. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line. 19 yards right off the bat. And a quick first down.
I don't care who you put on him, he's going to be a handful in one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now, you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe need some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
Here we go, here we go.
Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. Open man is Yoshibas. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. Another strong gain on the last two plays. They moved it a combined 33 yards. That early game script that they drew up is working pretty well here on this first drive. Already in field goal range, Charles knocking on the door of the red zone.
You know, Brandon, when we met with the coaching staff, they kind of predicted that they would come out firing like this. I think you and I were a little skeptical it would be this easy, but they certainly knew what they were doing in scouting, in preparation, and understanding what their team is capable of. And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try to pick up another first down.
He's into space past the 25. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. 23 yards on the play.
And as you're game planning as a staff, you go through all the different ways you can neutralize the other guy's pass rushers. Extra linemen, leave a tight end in, bring the running backs back in to block. Or you can do this, a little simple screen pass, and it works to perfection.
They'll run for the first time here with Brown. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown.
Cincinnati.
Chase Brown taking it in from 7 yards away. And the Bengals are on the board first here on the road in Kansas City. Evan McPherson now for the PAT. And he's got it to make it 7-0 Bengals.
Makes the score. Bengals 7, Chiefs 0. Evan McPherson to kick off for Cincinnati.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
35-yard line.
Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And his throw is incomplete.
Even the greats in this game, and he certainly qualifies as one of them, They're going to have trouble if they continue to throw into double coverage.
He better be careful. Throwing into too much double coverage might have a couple of them picked off. Now it's 2nd and 10. First carry here for Ken Walker. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first.
Kansas City Chiefs. First down. 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Walker with another carry. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
Counting down toward the midway point in quarter one. Mahomes going to throw. Well, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
The good signal callers would never go back in the huddle and play the blame game because they need those guys to protect him. But on that last one, his offensive line, they lost their leverage very quickly, and that's why they were able to get to him and hit him as he tried to throw the football and force an incompletion.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Throwing now is Mahomes. The Bengal pressure gets him that time. Down he goes. Mahomes and the offense staying out there. They'll go for it on 4th. Mahomes throwing on 4th. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Chiefs tried it, but they're turned away on 4th down. And the Bengals will get the football back. The Bengals drive about to get going. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. I mean, look, they're on the road. So getting the 7-0 lead was huge for them, right? Imagine getting up 2 touchdowns on the road, taking the crowd out of the game. It'd be ideal.
Maybe I'm wrong, but it looked like even if he had opted to keep that, I don't think there was going to be much to gain.
Seemed like it was perfectly defense. And know what they say? Those guys on the other side, they get paid too.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Here we go.
Here's Burrow. Throw left side, complete to Chase. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Burrow to his old LSU teammate Chase for a Bengal first.
Here we go.
They'll set up to throw. And it's incomplete.
Normally, he's pretty reliable. Usually catches what's thrown to him. On that play, he simply dropped it.
2nd down and 10.
Second and 10.
Here we go.
Burrow looking to pass. Can't get away, and he's taken down. They push him back 8 yards that time on 2nd down.
Well, that was an interesting interesting little chess match there because the offense went empty set. No running backs in the backfield, so they're trying to get people out into a route pretty quickly. But guess what? The defense sees that. They go ahead and move themselves into a blitzing situation and come right after the quarterback. They had more guys there than they could block.
And that will be incomplete.
I wonder, Brandon, I just wonder. I think maybe he was worried about where he was on the field. Was he far enough? Was he close enough to the first down sticks?
Absolutely. He was right there by him, and I think he was thinking first down before he caught that football.
Yeah, got to catch it first, because if you don't catch it, there's no chance of picking up a first down.
Yards on the punt there. And it's Chiefs football. 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And a drive that stalled out last time. Went for it on 4th. Didn't get it. How does that translate here? I would imagine momentum's with the defense.
Definitely with the defense, because anytime anyone goes for it on 4th down, that's telling you as a defense that you can't stop us. We don't think that you can. And when you actually do, that may put a little dent in the confidence of the offense the next time they hit the field.
Yeah, we'll see if they can bring that pride, the offense, this go-around. We are in for a good one as we're through one on EA Sports. Second quarter from Arrowhead. It's the Chiefs in possession as they've got it 2nd down and 11. To throw, it's Mahomes. That's complete. It's Travis Kelce. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Nice play for Kansas City, picking up the first 18 yards that time. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Up the middle they run. It's Walker. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
They have 3 tight ends in that formation. That's almost a universal sign that they're planning to run the football. But how about the defense there? They met force with force and caused a stack up behind the line of scrimmage and threw him for a loss.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. They'll run. It's Brashard Smith. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
Sometimes your philosophies get challenged at times you don't want them to. They did try to stick to the running game on the first 2 plays. Didn't amount to much.
And now facing a 3rd and long at the outset of this drive. 3rd and 8. Here's Mahomes to throw. Well, this one complete. It's Rashee Rice. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 45-yard line. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on 3rd down.
And it's a real luxury when you have a guy who can turn a short throw into a solid gain at any moment. Once he caught that ball, he ID'd where the open grass was and got there in a hurry to pick up a new set of downs for his offense.
In motion, the tight end, Kelce. A first down carry for Smith. And a strong run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 35. 10 more there and another first down. Seemed like they picked an excellent time there, Charles, to go with the draw play.
They certainly did. Caught him a little over-eager trying to get into the backfield and get to the quarterback. They used their speed and their aggressiveness against them, didn't they?
Now here's Mahomes. That's complete. Left side to Worthy. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. 15 more there, and they're on a roll It's another first down.
What a drive this has been, just chewing up the yardage. And here's one of their best plays yet as they finally get down into the red zone and look to finish this off with 6.
Walker now on 1st and 10. Give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
I think that run gives us evidence that the defense is getting a little bit tired out there. They've been out in the field for a long time, and that last run, they just cut right through them.
Two minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. Second and 6. Looking to throw is Mahomes. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
Everyone's eyes go to him when he nears the end zone, and that includes the coverage. He took away the easy throwing lanes and forced a high throw.
So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Now Mahomes. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Partners, not often as you see one of those big tight ends get overthrown in the end zone, but we just saw it happen.
So on 4th down, Mahomes off, Harrison Butker on for the Chiefs field goal. From the right hash, this from 33. And that is a shake. Oh, it's no good. Off to the right, and this will stay at a 7-point game.
Brandon, nothing short of a shocker here. I mean, this is pretty close to chip shot range. Most kickers, they're going to hit the top of the net, maybe even put it over the net. And I know this one didn't get blocked, yet it doesn't even get there.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. As we eke closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
Now it's Burrow. And this is incomplete.
Tough series for the passing game. Things just aren't clicking. Hopefully they come through on this play and get the series back on track with a completion for enough yardage for a first down.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Burrow will throw. That's caught by his big tight end, Mike Gesicki. And, boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short.
Well, it looks like they got what they wanted. They got the completion, but they weren't able to break any tackles or gain nearly enough yardage to pick up the first down. Now to be 4th and short.
And in their own territory, needing only a few inches, they're going to line up to go for this thing on 4th down. Going absolutely nowhere. He'll wind up losing a yard or two. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Chiefs will have the football back in excellent field position. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. Pass right side, caught by Thornton. That'll go for a gain of 7. And it's second down.
And his play caller does a nice job of giving him an easy throw to start this drive, and he takes advantage of it. The completion sets up a manageable second down.
Now 2nd and 3. And they'll go on the ground. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. 7 yards there and a first down.
How about that there? No frills, no additives, right? Nothing crazy. Just find a way to pick up the first down. A nice run right there.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. And they'll run it here. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. Now 2nd and 9. From the gun, it's Mahomes. Throw left side complete. That's Smith. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime.
Gain of 7 makes it 3rd and 2.
They need 2. Here's 3rd down. Mahomes now to throw. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They're giving him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
And likely time for one final play here in the half, so they will go for it on 4th down. Final shot before the half from Mahomes. And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete. The Chiefs tried it, but they're turned away on 4th down. And that will force a turnover on downs. The Bengals drive about to get going. 1 second, all that remains. They'll indeed try to run it out as they start on the ground. And he's going to be taken down here as that will lead us to the end of the first half of play. Just the one touchdown in that first half. 7-0 our score as we get going in quarter number 3. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return.
At their own 31-yard line.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. Well, out of the locker rooms, here they come. Their first drive of the 3rd quarter. And, Charles, they're trailing in this ball game, but we got a tight one and set up to be a very entertaining second half.
And as we know, partner, in the NFL, there's trailing and there's trailing, right? Sometimes you're discouraged by how much you're down, but in this case, this is a tight ball game, so there's a sense of optimism here. I think they went into half and looked at their play sheet and said, these are the plays we really like. What do you say we use them to start the second half and get us going?
2nd and 5. They'll look to throw here. Throw out wide to Walker. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
From the gun, it's Walker. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
Not a huge carry there on first down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on second down.
On 2nd and 7, Mahomes. That ball caught. It's Rice. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals 30. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
First down.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Up the middle, here's Walker. And he finds a little bit of room, enough for 4 yards. It'll be second down.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
Second down and 6 now from the 26. Sticking with Walker on second down. And he is going to be close to a first down as the tackle made at the Bengals 21.
It's not a huge breakaway run, but if your starting running back finishes the game with averages of 5 or 6 yards per touch, you'll take that every single time.
Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2. They'll drop to throw. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Noah Gray from 21 yards away. And the Chiefs are an extra point away from evening this one up. Harrison Butker is on for the extra point. And that is going to be wide to the right and no good, but penalty flags shower in. And I think this is going to wind up a first down. Okay, so the personal foul penalty, and those are some important yards lost right there.
Yeah, it all comes down to discipline, doesn't it? And every team tells us that they coach it, they preach it. In this case, it slipped a little bit.
This time, the extra point up and good. And we are tied at 7.
Harrison Butker to kick off for Kansas City.
So all square here in this third quarter as the kick's away. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
First and 10 at their own 24-yard line. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive.
Their halftime lead now evaporated. We're back to level following that touchdown a moment ago.
And that shouldn't change the mindset a whole lot from an offensive perspective because they already knew this was going to be a hard-fought game. Now they just need to go out, execute their game plan, and keep moving. That was good, tough running right up the middle. And if the defense can't penetrate and make him slow his pace or change direction, that's often the end result.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Here we go.
Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. And he's taken down. Chiefs sack. The safety blitz turns out to be a great call defensively as they sack him for a loss of 9. Oh, a free safety blitz, that can be a gamble, but it proves fruitful there.
Yeah, you're exactly right about the gamble because oftentimes the free safety is the last line of defense against a long pass. And when he comes at the quarterback, he better get home and make the play. Otherwise, a big play could result for the offense.
And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
I know conventional wisdom says, hey, don't get it all back in one play. But sometimes you go ahead and try to. They tried to get it all back on that one. Weren't able to do so.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Out of the gun, it's Burrow. He's got his target. That's complete. He's still on his feet. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. T. Higgins, 72 yards. And the Bengals have moved out in front here in the final minute of the 3rd quarter. McPherson on for the point after. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game.
Makes the score. Bengals 14, Chiefs 7. McPherson to kick off for Cincinnati.
Here's McPherson now to send it away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They did what they had to do to start this 3rd quarter, went down, got the touchdown to cut the lead, but the matching touchdown a moment ago, and we're right back where we started at halftime.
Yeah, you're exactly right, Paul. But they had a little bounce in their step after scoring that first touchdown, but the defense gave one up, and that's the problem right now. Can they get better play from their defense while they continue to score on offense?
They'll come out in a 4-receiver look, 3 men to the right side on 2nd and 6. Mahomes going to throw. Walker with a grab, left side. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. So both teams trade touchdowns, and the 3rd as we're through 3 quarters of play. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports.
34-yard line.
Mahomes now 9 of 16 through the air as he's got it 1st and 10. He'll drop to throw. Well, Mahomes can't get away, and down he goes. Boye Mafe able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
And we all know how talented this guy is, who's calling the signals for him. But even the best in the game, they can struggle against a good, cohesive zone coverage. Can't find a gap in the secondary quick enough, and he ends up taking a sack.
After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Throwing now is Mahomes. They're unable to connect, but a late flag comes in. And the contact may have come too early.
So pass interference, the call there. Always, obviously, Charles, such a subjective call. You agree with the penalty?
Well, from where we're standing right now, I think the officials are tightening things up here in the second half. Maybe a defender gets away with that in the first, but this time the flag comes out, and I think it's a good call.
Straight ahead, Walker. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line.
Dexter Lawrence that time in on the stop.
This run defense has been pretty stout all game long. Now you're here in the fourth quarter. Should rely more on the passing attack?
I don't think you have any choice, and I don't think you have to dress it up at all either. Throughout the first three quarters, you're still trying to convince the defense that you may run the football. That's out the window right now. Protect, let your quarterback operate, and try and find some targets in the open field downfield.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Open man, it's the tight end, Kelsey. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 34-yard line. I'll tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Smith up the middle. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, got to like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
On 2nd down, here's Smith again.
Trying to run inside, but nothing there. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. The good run on first down followed up by a not-so-good run on 2nd down.
Now let's find out if they're going to stick with the run here on 3rd down. A lot of people would love to see some play action here. I say go with your best running play over your best blocker.
From the gun on 3rd down, Mahomes.
He's got his running back out of the backfield. And he will have a Chiefs first down as they're able to convert, albeit not by much, on 3rd and a yard.
Kansas City Chiefs. First down. 1st and 10 at the 24-yard line.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game.
So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive.
Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's 1st and 10 now. A pitch comes to Walker.
And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27.
Partner, you've got about 20 coaches on your payroll, but there's 60,000 of them in the stands. I don't think any of them like that play.
And the later we go, it's starting to sound like 100,000 in here.
They'll come up now on 2nd down. Here's Mahomes. And that one too high and incomplete.
So he's unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark really start to finish.
Man, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is he just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
A big play needed, no doubt. 3rd and long. Mahomes to throw it. Able to find the open man. That's complete.
And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown.
Xavier Worthy 27 yards. And the Chiefs are an extra point away from tying this game here in the final minutes.
Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And we are tied here in the fourth quarter.
Now this one setting up for a great finish. All tied in the fourth as the kick's away. Well, a dangerous return man showing it here. And he is out of bounds right around the 34. They'll come up 1st and 10 here.
Here we go.
And they'll begin here with a run by Brown.
And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
Nice chunk of yards on 1st down. It really opens up your options for what you want to do on 2nd. You go right back to him and hope he explodes, or sucker the defense in before throwing over the top.
Here we go.
Burrow. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Now we're in the situation where the quarterback's got to take full charge of his huddle. Got to totally command and make sure all eyes are on him. All focus is locked in. Going to call multiple plays and go over different situations and scenarios to make sure everyone is on the same page.
Throwing, Burrow.
And that's incomplete.
Well, the defense certainly did its job. They held up in that situation, and now 4th down, you've got to punt this and try to get to overtime. There's no decision to be made, in my estimation.
The Bengals bring out their punter now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. He'll send this one into the Midwestern air, and it's a good one. And that one hits at the 7, but bounds into the end zone, and that'll be a touchback.
Their own 20-yard line.
Here's 1st and 10. Here's Walker to start the drive.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Now that's the way you want to start a drive. Talk about a tone setter as well as a playbook opener. Now if you want to take a big shot over the top, you're all positioned to do so.
Here's 2nd down. Mahomes. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. The pressure from multiple guys there as they bury him for a big 9-yard loss.
Final whistle blows, and we need some extra time here to decide who will be the victor.
60 minutes, just not enough some days to decide who's going to win the game.
McPherson to kick off for Cincinnati.
So 4 quarters couldn't decide it, and it'll be the Chiefs who get the football first in this overtime session. This taken in at the goal line. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive.
They begin with a run by Smith. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. Short gain there to start overtime.
Almost a tester play, wasn't it? Wanted to see if the guys on defense were going to fit the gaps the correct way, because we're in overtime. So it's not just physical tiredness out there, right? Mentally, are you still doing what you're supposed to do? And they were up to the task on that play.
And certainly fatigue on both sides of the football. First throw of overtime for Mahomes. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Another nice job there defensively. They've really stymied their passing attempts, and it continues in overtime.
And for them to do that, that means they've had to be cohesive on defense. Pressure in the quarterback's face. Good coverage of not just the wide receivers, but the tight end, the running backs when they try and slip out, and making sure they're at the point of attack. When the ball's in the air, they get there and help force some of those incompletions.
3rd and 8 situation. A tough spot here in overtime on the opening drive. Now Mahomes. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. And he will have the Chiefs first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I'm not sure that was necessarily a safety valve or a check down throw on 3rd down. Sometimes just try and find the open guy and get him the ball. He did exactly that and found a way to pick up a first down.
Out of the gun, Walker with it.
And across midfield he goes and into Bengal territory.
64 yards rushing for him now to this point.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
Now here's Mahomes. And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure.
It was Miles Murphy who fired in and got him to the ground.
And this dominant defensive performance continued on that play. This poor quarterback has now received the protection he needs and has had to pick himself up off the turf far too often.
It's a shame these kids ain't seen no freak weeks. DC how at home coming to wild weekends. Youngsters said when I'm grown I'm coming. Then got grown, start clubbing and doing.
After the sack, things get a little tougher here. 3rd and long for Mahomes and the Chiefs.
They'll set up to throw.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 38-yard line.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route.
And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
He's tackled at the 34-yard line. A gain of 4.
Sticking with Walker on 2nd down.
Now that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35.
But they're certainly not neglecting their run duties as well as they ate up the blockers in front and allowed the secondary to get home.
What will they draw up to try to keep this opening drive of overtime moving? 3rd and 7. Mahomes. And that is incomplete.
How about this defense? They came up with a couple big plays in this sequence, and none better than the one right there, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
Harrison Butker for the Chiefs field goal. A 52-yard attempt.
And this kick is not going to be close. It's well short, well right to boot. And that changes everything here in OT.
And now that changes things in a big way because you're forced to try a long field goal to hopefully get something out of that opening drive in overtime, and it's unsuccessful. And now on the other sideline, maybe you just need a couple of first downs Get your own kicker set up with a chance to win this game.
The Bengals drive about to get going.
Well, their defense did the job, got off the field without giving up any points, and now, Charles, all they need here is a field goal, and they get the victory.
Yeah, this is the way I love overtime. I'm one of those really old school guys that like sudden death right from the beginning. Well, we've got it now because any points wins the game. On defense, get a safety, a pick six, fumble return, you can win it as well. So I'm really looking forward to this series and see how both sides play it.
And they do finally get him at the 12.
Just straight money right there. The biggest drive of the game, a chance to win it in overtime. If they've been saving that play, they sure pulled it out at the right time. A huge turn of events there.
At this point now, a field goal would win it. They are in range. We'll see how they approach things on first down. Now a give, left side, Brown with it. And he is in for the score! And it is absolute stunned silence here as they win it on the road in overtime. And for the visitors, it is going to be a happy flight home. It is always such a treat, Charles, in the NFL when you can go on the road and get a victory, and that's exactly what they accomplished here today.
Oh, the trip home so much sweeter, isn't it? All the noise they heard before, how tough it is to win on the road, how tough it is to play in this stadium, how hyped up that crowd's going to be. They just used it as fuel, came in full confidence, believed in themselves, and got it done.
So that'll do it for my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. From Kansas City, so long, everybody.
Now from the riverfront of the Ohio, sellout crowd has arrived at Paycor Stadium in Cincinnati. Coming up, we've got a good one in store. It's the Kansas City Chiefs and the Cincinnati Bengals.
Harrison Butker to kick off for Kansas City.
Mike Tirico, Greg Olson with you. That's Harrison Butker, set to get things started. And off we go here in Cincinnati. Good coverage by the kick chief. Force him to start out back at the 23-yard line.
Their own 23-yard line.
Off the play fake. Here's Burrow. Gonna get that complete to Jamar Chase. Down the right sideline. And he's going to be dragged down, but not until he's inside the 25.
It's a gain of
So think back to earlier in the week, Mike, and they told us they want to get him going here early and often. So I expect plenty of passes to head his way as this game unfolds.
Here we go.
They go play action for Burrow. Nowhere to go. He's going to be taken down.
It's a 10-yard
George Karlaftis, the former Boilermaker, in there for the sack.
Line.
If you're going to take a sack, you just can't add to it by taking such a massive loss on top of it. Understand when the pocket breaks down, move up, cut your losses. Now, not only do you lose that down, and now you face a big uphill battle if you want to extend this drive.
That one down the field, but they cannot connect, and it's incomplete. Mike Gesicki was the intended receiver, and it'll be third down.
Rough sequence over these last couple plays. First down, sack. Second down, big play attempt, falls incomplete.
Here we go.
And now to make matters worse, you got to operate in third and long on a defense that knows they can just pin their ears back and try to get after the quarterback. Great pass rushers live for third down, especially when they know the offense has to be one-dimensional. And this is a great example here, Mike. They can just pin their ears back and go. They know there is no threat for run. It is a must-pass situation, and this offense is lucky it didn't result in a sack. And that's a good drive right out of the gate. They're able to make some plays, move the ball down the field. I know they didn't get a touchdown, but that is a good, positive result.
3 points on that opening drive. We'll see the response as the kick's away. And he will sit on it here in the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
From the 35, it's 1st and 10. A fake to Walker, and now Mahomes. A hit as he throws there. It's going to wind up incomplete, but pressure got to him that time, and it'll set up second down.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming, and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
2nd and 10. The first carry for the Spartans, Kenneth Walker. He's taken down, but just shy of midfield. A pickup there of 13. Good for a Chiefs first down.
This is how you draw up your opening possession when you're on the road. The longer the drive goes, the quieter the crowd gets. Continue to mix in that run game. Let's see if they can finish off by putting this ball in the end zone.
Once again, it's Walker, and he's going to be taken down. Not so easy this time. They drop him back behind the line. It's second down.
This is pretty impressive from the big guy in the middle, Mike. I mean, typically we see these guys make most of their plays on the interior of the defense. They're big bodies, they're run stuffers. But look at the athleticism here as he's able to get outside the numbers and make the tackle behind the line of scrimmage.
Mahomes now on second down. Throw here down the field. Will fall. Incomplete. He was trying to get it to Xavier Worthy there. Now it's going to be third down.
This offense is doing everything they can to quiet this crowd, and even though they missed on that long attempt, at least it sets the tone that they're going to continue to attack. They can come up with a completion on one of those downfield passes. It's going to go a long way to settling themselves into this game.
Third and long for Mahomes. A throw left side there, not going to find the target.
Every so often, Mike, you can see these offenses, and it looks like the passing game gets a little bit too predictable. And as the defense continues to flood the back end of these zones with extra defenders, you're continuing to force this quarterback to not only make some difficult throws, but to put the ball in harm's way.
And he's going to be brought down after a short return. And that's where his team will get possession of the football. Burrow now to throw on first down. He'll find Andre Yosibas. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. Great way to start the drive. A gain of 20 and a first down.
First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Gun.
They'll run it for the first time with Chase Brown. And he'll plow forward for a gain of 4 yards.
Woods on the stop. 4 yards on the pickup. Second and 6 at the Chiefs' 42-yard
From the 42-yard line. Here's second and 6. Play action now. It's Burrow. George Karlaftis getting in to drop him. It's a loss of 6
yards.
And it's third down.
Third and 12.
The ball just has to come out there, Mike. There's nowhere to go with it. Protection's breaking down. You either got to get that out to a check down, or you just got to throw it at someone's feet and move on to the next play.
So backed up after the sack, and now it's third and long.
Here we go.
Working out of the gun, Burrow. This one, deep downfield for Chase. That is knocked away downfield, incomplete. He made sure not to let the receiver get behind him. Third down stop sets up fourth down.
I think he predetermined that third down throw, and even though the coverage was tight, he still tried to fit the ball in there anyway, and it ended up falling incomplete. I think if he goes through his progressions and has a little bit more trust in his protection, I think there's an easier throw to make out there.
At their own 20-yard line.
The drive begins at the 20. Here's first and 10. Out of the gun, here's Mahomes. Got a man, that's Rashee Rice. And he'll be taken down up past the 40-yard line.
A gain of 22 yards.
Can't ask for much more. 22 yards on the first play of the drop.
And that's a nice grab for his first catch of the game, Mike. And he's someone that the play caller has told us he wants to get him early touches, get him a feel for the game. A nice job there making that happen.
Off the play fake. Mahomes. And he is taken down. A big gain on that one. Great way for them to end this opening quarter. So just a lone field goal in the first quarter of play. 3-0 is our score. Greg and I back here in Cincinnati after this. The Chiefs have it here to start quarter number 2 as they've got it with first and 10. Straight ahead, it's Walker. This one over before it started. Hit behind the line. It's going to be a loss of a couple.
The speed and the get-off by the big interior defensive tackle, Mike. I mean, he got through there so fast, he almost took the handoff himself.
Last play went the wrong way. It sets up second and long. It's second down and 12. Mahomes from out of the pistol. He'll throw. He's got his tight end. That's Travis Kelce. He'll get about 6 before he's taken down.
It's a gain of 6. And it's third down.
Here comes 3rd and 6. From the shotgun, it's Mahomes. Contact as he delivered it there, and the pass is incomplete. Good job defensively to make sure he could not find the throwing lane, and it sets up 4th down.
We're starting to see a lot of this on 3rd down, Mike, where they're going to rely on the run after catch to pick up these 3rd down conversions. So you know what that depends on? You have to actually complete the ball, and in this case, it falls incomplete, brings up 4th down.
No move for the field goal unit. They're going to line up and go for it on 4th down. Now Mahomes. And that is not going to work. It is incomplete. They go for it on 4th and wind up turning it over on down.
And here we have a real gutsy call here, Mike, early in this game offensively. I think you're giving up a surefire field goal attempt, but at the same time, you're demonstrating to your players, hey, offense, I have a lot of trust in you, and let's see if they have this same approach as the rest of this game plays on.
A 1st down throw for Burrow. That one incomplete. The defender right there to make the play. And it's 2nd down.
I think he knew in the back of his head, Mike, he had to get rid of this ball a little sooner than he would have liked. And with that pressure getting there in a hurry, just ends up being a wasted down.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10.
Here we go.
Here's Brown. And he's got a Bengals 1st down as he gets it to about the 34-yard line.
The best offensive play callers in the NFL, Mike, do a great job tying in their under-center run game, like we just saw here, with their under-center play action game. And the ability to make those two things look alike, man, it puts a lot of stress on the defense.
On 1st and 10, Burrow. That's complete to all the tight ends.
These are the play calls, Mike, that offensive coordinators use to just get their quarterback and their passing game into some sort of rhythm. Easy pitch and catch, get the ball out of his hand, see a completion. These typically, as the game goes on, lead to bigger and bigger gains.
And he'll get about 4 out of that one. That should be enough to move the chains. It is 1st down.
4 yards.
And the offensive line does a really nice job winning this play at the point of attack. And once he got the ball, all he had to really do was just find a crease and hit it, and he's able to pick up the 1st down.
Two 1st downs have them up to the 44-yard line. It's 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Burrow. He'll work this out wide to P-Rock.
Great example of 1st down efficiency. You don't always have to go for the big play, but put yourself in a friendly 2nd down. Now you have equal opportunity to both run and pass.
2 minutes remain in a 3-0 1st half. We'll come back to Cincinnati in a moment. An enviable spot to operate from. Here's 2nd and inches. Now, Burrow. He'll swing this one out to Brown. And that's going to be a 1st down. A pickup of 9.
Gain of 9 yards. That's another Bengals 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Burrow now. He's got the hookup to Mike Gesicki. And they are in great shape. He's taken down inside the 10.
It's a gain of
A huge play there for the Bengals. 31 yards.
1st and goal. At
Now
the
a chance
6-yard
to
line.
pay off that big play. They have it 1st and goal. To throw is Burrow. We'll find Brown out of the backfield. And McPherson now to kick the extra point. It's up and good. And the Bengals are out to a 10-0 lead.
Chiefs nothing. McPherson to kick off for Cincinnati.
Still a little time. Final minute of this first half. We'll see if they can do anything with this kickoff that is coming their way. Here comes Remigio from his end zone. He'll come across the 20 and taken down at the 21-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
Here's Patrick. He'll throw it on first down. Gonna fire. Deep ball for Rice. And this will be incomplete. Rashee Rice was the target there.
So something they teach these defenders, and especially in the secondary, Mike, is to trust your eyes. Don't panic. Don't overcommit until you see where that ball is being thrown. And it's a great example here. The defender just trusting those eyes, breaking on the ball, and he almost comes away with the pick.
Try again. It's 2nd and 10. Throwing from the gun. Here's Patrick. That'll be intercepted. Hit by Demetrius Knight. And he is going to be out of bounds. So nearly a pick six. But the consolation is he has set the offense up with 1st and goal.
They'll take over.
Great job there, not only securing the ball for the interception, Mike, but then turning into a runner. I can promise you he's going to get an earful by his teammates when they watch, saying, man, you couldn't get it in the end zone.
Here we go.
Either way, that offense takes the field on the 1-yard line. He certainly did his job.
No, he's not going to get in. In fact, they've shoved him backwards. From back at the 2 now, here's 2nd and goal.
Here we go.
Brown is in. Touchdown, Cincinnati.
Just a really nice job, Mike, especially just staying poised. Pressure situation, you know how important it is to steal some points before the half. But everybody's in control. Everybody understood the situation and the clock. And they're able to finish that half in style with that late touchdown.
Makes the score Bengals 17, Chiefs nothing. McPherson to kick off for
Very
Cincinnati.
little time remaining in this first half as this kick is away. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a
At
touchback.
their own 35-yard line.
Mahomes on first down. This one broken up. It's incomplete. The defender right there with him. It brings up 2nd down.
Leads to 2nd and 10.
Sometimes it's those footsteps. I don't care how long you've been playing or at what level you've been playing at. When that defender's bearing down, you really get a good idea of what guys are willing to go through contact to secure a catch, and in this case, what guys are under.
And the ball out of the reach of the receiver. Falls incomplete.
I'll tell you what, Mike, with this guy's speed, he's not an easy target to overthrow, so that's one of those where they're telling this quarterback, throw it with everything you got. Just lay it out there. And more times than not, he's going to run under it, but in this case, just a little bit too much on it. He winds up overshooting his man.
That's going to wind up incomplete. Not much time remaining. Time for one more snap here in this first half.
And this offense just cannot get anything going right now on third down. If you ask any offensive play caller throughout the entire league, Mike, the importance of third down, maintaining possession, making the defense stay on the field, and have long extended drives, it is critical to not only scoring points, but ultimately...
Oh, and he's going to go down. He could not get rid of it. And that's going to bring an end to this first half. So, one half in the books. Second half coming up. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
To kick off for Cincinnati.
Very one-sided first half of action. Will we get a turnaround? Let's find out. The third quarter is underway. And no return here. This is a touchback. On first down, it's Mahomes. Nowhere to go. He is taken down. Demetrius Knight in there for the sack. It is a loss of 6 to begin the drive. It'll bring up second and long. Here's Walker. Just pushing guys away as he takes this forward for a gain of 7.
This just shows why you can't count on just one guy to take him down. He's a powerful enough runner. You've got to have guys coming in support when that first hit is made. It takes a team effort to stop him, especially once he gets going.
Third, they need 8. To throw is Mahomes. He's got his man. He finds Worthy. And he's down inside the 40-yard line. They get the conversion on third down. It was a gain of 27. On first and 10, it's Mahomes. A short one caught by Kelsey. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down.
It's not the big play they were hoping for, but first down efficiency, staying ahead of the chains, is what every offense is trying to find, and it brings up a manageable second down.
Ball on the 30 now. Here's second down and 4. On the ground, it's Walker. That lane closes quickly. A pickup of 3. E.J. Hill shuts it down there.
And after that short run, puts them a little bit closer to the first down marker. And they're going to need to create more running room on the ground if they plan on extending this drive.
Here they come for third and 1. They'll send Worthy in motion. On third and 1, here's Mahomes. And that is incomplete contact, but no flags. It's going to be fourth down.
But here we find the best laid plans sometimes do go astray. Every offense, Mike, what do they tell us? We want to stay ahead of the chains. We want to stay on schedule. This was a third and very reasonable. Incomplete on that third down try. Now brings up fourth and short.
The field goal unit staying put. They're going to line up and go for this on fourth down. They'll try it now with Walker.
And it was probably a little bit closer than they would have preferred, but the decision to go for it pays off as they get just enough to extend this drive.
Good start to this drive so far. Another first and 10. Mahomes. That's caught. It's Kenneth Walker. He's taken down just shy of the 10. Trying to start this long road back. They've got a first down here.
First down, Kansas City.
They'll run here with Walker. And the struggles continue. He's dropped behind the line again.
And this play, Mike, is really just the epitome of what we've seen this entire game. They have not been able to get anything going offensively. It almost seems like they've been operating going in reverse the entire day. In this case, another run, another loss.
Motion man is Rice. Mahomes now on second down. Backs to the end zone, intercepted. Picked off by Jordan Battle. And the Bengals are going to take possession.
Mahomes pass, intercepted. The Bengals take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Play action now. It's Burrow. Forced to his right. That's caught inside the 30. And he's going to take this one all the way. 80 yards. Touchdown, Cincinnati. On is McPherson for the extra point. He's got it, and the Bengals are able to extend out to a 24-0 lead.
Chiefs nothing. Evan McPherson the kickoff for Cincinnati.
After the TD, on is McPherson to kick this one away. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
First and 10 for Mahomes. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45. Trying to start this long road back. They've got a first down here.
First down, Chiefs.
So we are through 3. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL on EA Sports. A first down throw for Mahomes. That is taken in by Cyrus Allen. And they're going to work this down inside the 45.
13 yards. And a first down, Chiefs.
First down throw, Mahomes. This pass deflected and caught. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line.
A gain of 18 on the play. First down, Kansas City.
To the air once more, it's Mahomes. He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up second down.
The defense had their sights set on making a big play one way or another. First, it was the initial pressure. They thought they had the quarterback for a sack, but then they get their hands on the ball, and I think if you're this offense walking back into the huddle, Mike, an incomplete pass there is probably the best possible outcome.
Right back to the air for Mahomes. And for a third time today, he's intercepted. And His offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
Take over 1st and 10 at the 28-yard line.
Here we go.
On 1st and 10, Burrow. Out to his right. He'll get rid of it and complete it. And they're in business now. He is out of bounds inside the 10. Remember, he had the touchdown catch the last time they had the football. Here, he's got a 1st down.
6-yard line.
Here we go.
Working out of the gun, Burrow. That's going to be Jamar Chase. Touchdown, Cincinnati. That is 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. Pearson now for the PAT. He's got it. And the Bengals move out even further ahead. It is now 31-0.
Chiefs nothing. Kevin McPherson to kick off for Cincinnati.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. And there'll be no return forthcoming, so the ball comes out to the 35.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
This drive starts on the ground with Walker. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45. Trying to find something positive. This has been a rough one. A little bright spot there with the 1st down.
1st down, Chiefs.
Out of the gun, here's Mahomes. Oh, man, open downfield is Horton. What about that? Out of bounds, all the way down inside the 15. Big play for KC. 41 yards. Space getting tight here, down to the 13-yard line. They work 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Mahomes. Pressure all around him, and down he goes.
Well, it's certainly one way to bounce back here defensively after giving up a huge explosive play on the previous snap. To bounce back and come away with a sack. Now you find yourself in 2nd and long. You can catch your breath, and the opportunity to get off the field has just gone up.
Mahomes now to throw on 2nd down. He'll be hit as he throws this time, and it's going to fall incompletely. Might be fortunate just to avoid the sack, and it'll set up a 3rd down.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because think, Mike, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball.
This one broken up. It's incomplete. Good job separating the receiver from the ball. And it is 4th down.
4th down.
Now Mahomes. That's going to be incomplete. They felt compelled to go for it on 4th and long. That was a big ask, and the defense turns them away.
You find yourself down big. It's the 4th quarter. There's really no choice but to go for this at this point. But once again, this defense, they're up to the task, and they come through yet again with a huge stop.
So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24.
Let's get set. 180.
from the shotgun, it's Burrow. He'll swing this one out to Brown. And he'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3.
What an advantage it brings a defense when you have cornerbacks that are such willing tacklers. It just brings an extra element to the ability to defend the entire field. And this is a great example here why.
Here we go, here we go.
Now second down throw for Burrow. That's complete. It's Yosivas. And they're not going to catch up to him. He will score. 73 yards. Touchdown, Cincinnati. On is McPherson for the extra point. He knocks it through, and the Bengals keep rolling right along. 38-0. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. He's going to elect not to bring this one out. Probably a wise decision as this ball comes out to the 35-yard line. Here's Patrick. He'll throw it on first down. That is taken in left side by Thornton. So just under 2 minutes here in this one. Greg and I back for the conclusion in a moment. 2nd and inches. Throwing from the gun. Here's Patrick. And taking a shot downfield for Kelsey. He's got it! And he'll be taken down, but they are in business inside the 30-yard line.
First down, Kansas City.
Mahomes on first down. Now a deep ball toward the end zone.
So this is where it gets really challenging as an offense. You find yourself trailing late in the game. The defense can play you one-dimensional. They know it's a pass-first situation, so extra defensive backs, the zones and the coverage are a little bit tighter and cloudier, and he's having a hard time finding any open windows downfield.
Throwing again, it's Mahomes. Open man is Thornton. He's got it. And he'll be very close to a first down. Won't quite have enough. But now a much more advantageous spot. 3rd and short. Here's Patrick. He's got his man. That's Thornton. And he's going to have the first down taken down after a short pickup of 5. But it will keep the drive going. Mahomes now to throw again. That one to the end zone, but incomplete. Travis Kelsey, the intended receiver. It's 2nd down.
And the story of the game has really been the inability of the offensive line to keep this pass rush away from the quarterback. And it's a big reason they find themselves here trailing in the 4th quarter. So as they turn to this passing game to try to mount a comeback, they've got to do a better job protecting the quarterback.
And this is going to be a touchdown. It's too little too late. Do get a bit closer as they score here in the final minute of play. Harrison Butker now for the extra point. The kick is good. And the Chiefs cut into the lead a little bit.
Chiefs 7. Harrison Butker and a kickoff for Kansas City.
So the kickoff team out there one final time in the final minute as they kick it away. And this is going to end up way short of the landing zone, so that's going to move the ball up to the 40-yard line.
and 1. Ready?
A pair of first downs gives them 1st and 10, up at the 40.
Here we go.
Now, Burrow. He's going to air this one out for Jones. And that is incomplete.
I love that they continue to stay aggressive here, Mike. And that route right there, we used to call it a big 8. It's a deep post route, but the ball placement isn't exactly where it needs to be, and that's a missed opportunity.
That's into the hands of Yosivas. And he's taken down inside the opponent's 35.
26 yards.
That one good for 26 yards.
First down.
On 2. Ready?
They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10.
Gun.
Throwing is Burrow. He'll find Brown out of the backfield. And he'll get about 3 as he's forced out of bounds.
All right, so anytime you're facing the blitz, the best thing you can do as an offense is just get the ball out of your hand. Get into the hands of receiver, run after catch. In this case, nice job by the defense, rallying to the ball, modest gain.
2nd down, they need 7.
Here we go.
Burrow now. Rolling right. Oh, a lot of chances on that one. It was bouncing around, but it falls incomplete. He was trying to get it to Jamar Chase. And 3rd down coming up.
Here we go.
Burrow. Pass caught. Gesicki on the right. And he will be taken down. We'll see if they want to use those timeouts, but this one is about done. That's taken in, and he'll be brought down there, and that'll put a wrap on this one. Time has expired in this 4th quarter. So this one in the win column for the Bengals. And right away you can point to the turnover battle. Always key. Tells the story so often. It did here again today. Their offense didn't turn it over at all. They finished on the plus side with the takeaways. And as a result, they're going to come away with the victory.